What's going on, guys? I ain't gonna lie, man. That Kels thing fucked me up, dog. When I saw that shit, I was just like, wow. Man, I was distraught when I saw that shit because it's hard to imagine a human being doing that to somebody else. So many other else, you know what I'm saying? Not just somebody else, but fucking groups. I mean, it seems like he had girls just located all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And he would travel here to here and just like whenever he get bored, he move along and I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think that anyone could do something like that. And then at the same time, he was so big, he was so loved for his music. Even now, man, you got motherfuckers who just still trying to defend him. And I wonder how many of those people out there that are defending R. Kelly right now saw that. Because I'll tell you right now, R. Kelly, I'm no longer going to consider him this because of the video. But before that, well, the documentary, he was still, even though he hasn't really dropped new good music in so long, he was still my favorite. When you ask me who's my favorite R&B singer, it was R. Kelly. Without even thinking about it, it was R. Kelly. I can no longer say that. I can no longer admit that myself personally. I'm not saying any of y'all should. I'm not saying that that's how everyone should feel. I just say me personally, after seeing that shit, I cannot sit here and talk about R. Kelly's my favorite R&B singer. Does that mean if his music comes on, I'm going to turn it off? No. Unfortunately, no. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna look for his music? Not really. Am I gonna try to support his music in any way? Not really. But the CDs I already bought, that money already went into his pockets. Now, am I gonna go on Spotify, Amazon, and shit like that and try to look up his music? No. Spotify already took him off their playlist. You can still listen to R. Kelly, but they already took him off their playlist. Shit like that, you know what I mean? But it's just crazy, man. The way he just left the imprint in so many people's lives. But then you look at who he is as the man, and that if that doesn't change your opinion of him, then I don't know what to say for you, man. I mean, these girls were imprisoned, basically. Not basically, they were shit. Used. Their minds were warped, brainwashed, and basically had to just, you know, be robotic with how they were, with how they responded, whatever they said. They had to do what they were told. I mean, asking permission to fucking use the bathroom, asking permission to fucking eat. I mean, the part where the girl talked about she was a Cats fan, he was a Bulls fan. He said, "Nah, you a Bulls fan," and she was like, "Nah, I'm a Cats fan." All right, we'll see how it is. And then she didn't eat for 3 days because she was a fan of another team. The fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, all that shit's crazy, man. I can't believe that, man. Not like looked up to him like I wanted to be like him, but like looked up to this guy for a long time as far as, thought he was just this, because he was an artist and thought he was just so great. And to see how he really was and how he degraded women, uh, and what he did and the whole urination thing. And the crazy part is, man, I'm one of those that saw the video. And maybe because I was so young, because when I saw the video, I was only maybe like 18, 19. So I'm still an adult, but I'm still juvenile in the mind. And now in my mid 30s, I understand that I was still juvenile in my mind. Even though back then at 18, 19, everyone who was 18, 19, you know what I'm saying, more than a decade ago knows that you couldn't tell us nothing back then. We knew it all. And just like every 18, 19-year-old now is going to say they know it all and they feel like they got everything, you know what I'm saying, figured out. And I saw that video and I didn't think much of it. And I was sitting there debating where it was him, and I knew it was fucking him. And you see that shit, you know it was fucking him. R. Kelly's one of those people, such a big superstar, you don't got to see the whole face, man. You see a part of the face, the side of the face, you know it's him. And I brushed it off. I didn't think of nothing. I just, he was found not guilty. That's all it took. Okay, moved on. Kept jamming to his music, kept banging his music. And not realizing that, it wasn't much on my behalf, but as a fan, we all kept funding this guy. We all kept supporting him. I mean, mentally, he felt like he can get away with everything. And financially, we were supporting him. We were giving him money. I mean, it's It's almost like all us fans that ever bought his music, ever paid for a concert ticket, or anything in that sense that gave him money, basically funded his imprisonment camps for these girls. That sickens me, man. That sickens me that, I basically contributed without knowing that I contributed to this shit. And it's just crazy, man. I cannot understand what those girls went through. I have no idea how he manipulated the families to go along with it, because obviously there was some master manipulation. And to everyone that's supporting R. Kelly, hey, you have a right to your own opinion. Especially dudes that are probably being ignorant. I wonder how many of those people actually saw the documentary. I really do. I really, really wonder, or they're just talking out the ass. Because if you saw this documentary, you're still defending R. Kelly. Wow. Wow. But anyway, man, if you're still supporting R. Kelly after all this, and you're saying you want like proof, not just what women are saying, or how come these women didn't come out before and now they're just trying to tarnish his legacy and stuff like that, have some fucking compassion, man. These girls are never going to be the same. These girls' minds are fucking warped, man. Have some compassion for these women, and stop trying to defend R. Kelly. You know what proof you need? You already have a fucking tape out there, guys. Now you're hearing the in-depth stories of all this shit. Really, man, like, what the fuck is wrong with society nowadays that you're still going to defend an artist? And I get it, R. Kelly, one of the greatest, if not the greatest. He probably is the king of R&B, to be honest with you. I mean, at this point in time, it kind of sickens me. When that whole Jacquees shit was going on, it would be nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, but again, and I understand this ain't new shit. We all knew it. But how many of y'all knew the depth of everything before that documentary? Because I sure as hell didn't. I understood what was going on. I still knew he was getting, shit like that, being accused and still going through troubles. But, and then the craziest shit is when the documentary ended, it's still happening. There's still families out there that have not talked to their own daughter for years, and that he wisened up and basically started going after girls that were 17, 18, 19 years old, like basically already legal, 17 about to be 18. By the time he brainwashed them, they were adults. They can make their own decisions, and boom. It's still happening right now, guys. It's still going on right now. I mean, he's had girls that like they're saying that Jocelyn lady, I believe that's what her name was. She's still going through it right now. That's all she probably even knows now. Her mind has been so brainwashed that even if she were like to get away from that, she probably has no idea what to do with her own life. That's how bad these situations these girls are in. So again, if you're defending R. Kelly and saying this and that and the third, you obviously have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And I hope to God you did not see the video. Because if you saw the video and you still want to defend R. Kelly, you're what's wrong with this hip hop community. You're what's wrong with humanity, period. You know what I mean? Because I feel like all of us fans let these girls down and are letting these girls down now. For the way we supported R. Kelly when a tape of proof came out almost 2 decades ago. And he still was a major superstar for over a decade after that tape. I mean, now his name reigns supreme, you know what I mean? But he was on top of the world for so many years after that, before the tape and after the tape. And nothing, man. So I don't know. I hope to God and I pray to God that there's something that can be done. Because these girls need to get back to their families. And as I said, they're going to be fucked up in the head, but I know they got to have some family still that wants them, loves them. It's going to have to nurture them and help get them back mentally on their feet. And hopefully they can, get any kind of help, whatever, to help them so they can be members of society all over again and know how to be a member of society. But I don't know, man. In a way, I feel like apologizing to all the victims, because as a fan, I was supporting Kels. I feel like shit about it too, man. When I think about it, it pains me. It kills me to think that all this shit happened and we all as fans were just loving him and crazy about him and thought he was the greatest thing ever. And again, it's hard to separate the artist from the man. So when it comes to his music, I understand a lot of us. Like I said, if one of his jams come on, I'm going to listen to it. It's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? R. Kelly played a major part of my life growing up, from my teenage to young adult life. I mean, he has so many songs, so many memories imprinted in me. You know, I still remember one time my cousin Nano, you know what I'm saying, who's a tattoo artist now in the Bronx. Check him out, Villain Tattoos in the Bronx. One time we were riding around and fucking, I forget what song it was, man, but I was upset about something. Instead of putting on some hip hop, he knew I needed to calm down. I was just pissed. I mean, I was at a point I wasn't talking. He busted out the TP3. I forget what song he put on, and I just smiled and laughed because he knew that I loved R. Kelly, and that by putting that on, it'd calm me down, and it did. And then we just jammed out. And next thing you know, I went from being all pissed off, mad, to just like, laughing, giggling, and like just forgot everything was fucking with me. And you know what I'm saying? And just like, jamming the shit, talking about, yo, I love this dude, man. And there you go, behind, and while that was happening, he was probably doing one of those crazy things to those girls. It's fucking insane and ridiculous, and I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can do is just apologize to all the girls that happened to, for me being a fan and help support. And I just hope something can be done so it can never happen again to anyone else, because this is something that no one should go through, and being taken advantage of that way by someone like, with a status that he has in this community and shit, man. I don't know. Anyway, man, I think I said what I needed to say, and let some shit off my chest. Especially again to those that are supporting R. Kelly, man. Y'all need to dig deep, man, and find some fucking decency. For these young black Hispanic women, that, and it's just fucked up, man. But it is what it is, man. Y'all be easy, and I guess enjoy your day, man. I'm out.